Subscribe and press the bell icon to get the updates on leading a less ordinary life. Let me share with you the mysterious power of being a soldier. Once a man asked a question from the great Indian philosopher, yogi, nationalist Sri Aurobindo. Sir, why do majority of people remain unsatisfied with their daily life conduct? After taking a pause, he said, people simply don't understand and accept the very nature of their own self. It is this thing that I want to share with all of you. We live on the great land of Bharat, which has witnessed the presence of great sages and warriors. All of us come from the lineage of such sages and warriors, but unfortunately, majority of people today are even not satisfied in their everyday life. Let's take a group of 1000 people between the age group of 18 to 28. If you ask them about their aspirations, then all of them want to do something big in their life and career and want to become successful. Some of them want to join the prestigious Indian Defence Forces, some want to enter IAS, some want to be in IITs or IIMs, and some want to be successful entrepreneurs, and many of them aspire to earn a lot of money and fame. When you ask them at their teenage, they strongly believed that they are definitely going to fulfill their aspiration and become successful. But by the time they cross their 30s, only few of them able to join IAF, IIM, civil services or successful entrepreneurship and are able to fulfill their aspirations, whereas the remaining ones lead an ordinary life doing some work or job which they don't like just to earn their livelihood. Why majority of them failed even though they had strong aspirations and were very confident? What went wrong leading to such a large gap in their aspirations and outcome? Hardly 3% are able to achieve their aspirations and goal. When we say this, we need to understand that having aspirations and achieving aspirations are two opposite poles. Having an aspiration is just like the craving that you get instantly after seeing an ice cream, whereas achieving an aspiration is just like a marathon run by a beginner who has to show sheer dedication, involvement, understanding and actions. When we say this, ultimately it is all about a transition from having an aspiration to achieving an aspiration. Let's understand what this transition is all about. Here is the best strategy for this transition that I have been able to realize myself, which is the reason behind every successful person. Transition from having an aspiration to achieving an aspiration is all about defeating yourself gracefully every day, just like a soldier. If a person is leading his or her life with a goal to defeat his or her one limitation every day, then he or she has been onboarded on the right path of transition from having an aspiration to achieving an aspiration. This is exactly like how a person prepares for a marathon and develops his stamina. I repeat, transition from having an aspiration to achieving an aspiration is all about defeating yourself gracefully every day, just like a soldier. Even a lot of great sages and warriors witnessed on this land have done a transition from an ordinary person to a sage or warrior by defeating their own self each day. Rollo May, one of the humanistic American psychologists, in his wonderful book Man's Search for Himself says, that the opposite of courage in our society is not cowardness, rather it is conformity. And due to this conformity, people are not willing to break their own limitations, or in other words, they don't want to defeat their own self or their weak areas. Today, we are in one of the most sophisticated era empowered with technology as compared to the ancient times that lacked technology. Still, the ancient times have produced great sages, warriors and more satisfied people as compared to the current time. This is because now we conform or limit ourselves to break our own limitations, thinking or giving so-called logical reasons to ourselves that it is due to our circumstances, our families, our friends or our luck. And since these all are external reasons which we cannot control. A survey was conducted where it was asked from the people that why they aspire to join defense forces, civil services, IITs, entrepreneurship and etc. 9 out of 10 people had no clarity that why they want to join these fields. Once again, I will come back on who can transcend from having an aspiration to achieving an aspiration. He or she is the one who has the clarity that why he or she wants to do it and accepts the reality that he or she has to break his or her daily life limitations in order to make a better version of their self each day. I would like to tell you about the people who transcend from having an aspiration to achieving an aspiration. Out of 20 people stuck up with obesity, each one of them has the common aspiration of becoming slim, but only 2 out of 20 are able to start their concrete journeys of becoming slim. They want to get slim because they have the clarity that without physical fitness they cannot think of making a bright career in forces or modeling. In order to progress through their journey of success, they have to defeat their limitations irrespective of any circumstances. Both of them have to start their day early morning, though they have the habit of sleeping late during the night. Both of them have to go for rigorous physical workout, though it creates a lot of physical pain. Both of them have to adopt a disciplined diet, though they both are foodies. Both of them have to keep their self-calm to maintain their sustained focus, though their surroundings agitate them to get angry. All the above things are at internal or self level and can be managed 110%. Likewise, in any field or leading an exuberant daily life, a person has to form the clarity that why he or she wants to do it and whether he or she is ready to give his or herself for it. Since years, I am on the path to discover a key that can guarantee the transition process from having an aspiration to achieving an aspiration. I wondered if there is any such key. And with absolute attention and self-exploration, I have realized and found the key. Have you ever noticed sincerely that life is analogous to a battlefield? In the battlefield, you don't know what will come next from the other side. And in order to win the battle, you have to be a true soldier, a real warrior, who has the clarity that why he is fighting. For creating a great warrior from his own self, he has been defeating his limitations each day by gracefully accepting unpredictable challenges and yet remaining mission oriented. Likewise, life is unpredictable and you don't know that which new challenge will come your way the very next day. So, the key is to live your life like a soldier who has the clarity that why he is doing a particular thing, who gracefully accepts the reality that he has to certainly break his limitations and yet has to remain calm and mission oriented. Even the epic of our ancient India, the Mahabharata, delivers the real essence of leading a successful life in the form of the sacred writing Bhagavad Gita, chanted by the Supreme Krishna at the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Leading a life like a soldier does not mean that you have to wear the uniform. Rather, whatever you do in your life, it is all about inculcating the very quality of being a soldier. That is, do anything or everything with clarity. Take anything or every challenge as an opportunity to defeat your limitations. And this, in turn, will keep you focused upon your goals and mission. One of the very common challenges that I see among the youngsters is how to be good in English communication. If you are the one who wants to make this aspiration achievable, then like a soldier, firstly, you should be clear that why you want to be good in English communication. This why will always act as a trigger for you to seek more and get determined for your goal. So, consider you want to be a good English communicator because it is mandatory for your good performance in an interview, and it increases your selection rate and boosts your confidence. Now, just like a soldier, you have to overcome and handle daily life challenges, such as you should converse more and more in English so that you can adapt the language without bothering what people think about you. Also, you should not feel bad while acknowledging the fact that you do not speak good English and you are working onto it to enhance your communication. Once you accept the reality gracefully, then only you will be able to walk with pride and honor just like a soldier. This is how you will be defeating yourself every day. Lastly, when you realize that improving English communication is just like maximizing the stamina for marathon, which builds up gradually, then you will remain focused for your goal to get a grip on English communication. This is how one can transcend from state of having an aspiration to achieving an aspiration by leading his or her life like a soldier. And this is the mysterious power of being a soldier. Have clarity, defeat your limitations each day, or in other words, defeat your own self. Keep yourself focused for your goal and mission. And the key to unlock this is live like a soldier. And this is the very nature of our own self. We were born as a soldier and now we need to live like a soldier.